Today's episode of The Mom Game is brought to you by our friends at Gateway Buick GMC at LBJ and Jupiter. I know that buying a car can be stressful, but not at Gateway because their slogan is Gateway's got it. And just what does that mean? Well, it means Gateway's got a wide selection of new Buicks, GMCs, and GM certified used vehicles, all competitively priced. Gateway's got it. In these busy times, you want a car dealer who makes things easy and convenient. Well, guess what? Gateway's got it. When you log on to gatewaybuickgmc.com, just click on the Shop, Click, Drive button. This allows you to shop from the comfort of your home, and who doesn't want that? In fact, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, select your vehicle. 2, create your offer. 3, schedule your delivery. And on top of all this, Gateway Buick GMC offers complimentary car washes for life. So when you want a dealer who has it all, Gateway's got it. You can find them online at gatewaybuickgmc.com or shop in person at LBJ and Jupiter. GMC, we are professional grade. Experience the new Buick. And welcome to episode 150 of the Mom Game. 150.
That's a big one.
It's a big one. I'm Emily Jones. She's Julie Dobbs. We're thrilled
Hi.
to be with you. We've made it 150 freaking episodes, girl.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
What the hell have we been talking about?
A lot of shit. Dinghies.
We have 150
Big
episodes
pharma.
worth of shit to talk about.
Yeah, we've covered so many bases.
We've
here
had lots of good guests.
in 150 episodes. Yeah,
when we
we've had
don't
a
have
lot
the
of
good
guests.
guests. That's when I worry about us.
I know. Well, we've it's the new year has been hard to schedule, get a little bit harder to schedule guests. I feel like everyone's just kind of getting their bearings. And so we've got some good ones in the hopper. I'm working on Bruce Bochy, their new Rangers manager. Sonny and Kate Dykes, TCU football head coach, is there. We're efforting a date and time and all that kind of stuff. So we've got some good ones in the hopper. But it's been fun to just catch up and us be silly and drink wine and have fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, when I said that I worry about the ones without the guests, that's why. Because I just worry about us when we have to...
When the wheels come off?
Yeah, when the wheels come off and we don't have to behave and be like, so tell me
I know.
life. We're so professional.
I was thinking about that. Like when Boach does come on, am I just going to go full like, hey, this is me, and drop a bunch of F-bombs, and stuff?
I think you need to ease into
I
the
need to
relationship.
tiptoe into that.
Especially, no, okay, he's not bringing his wife. That's Sonny that would bring his wife.
Sonny was,
With that situation, then definitely not, don't you think?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you know them a little more, but with the wife there and...
With Kate and Sonny, I'll let it all fly.
Oh, you will?
Oh, yeah. I've known them for, they know. Listen, they know if I don't.
They know,
let
and they keep
loose,
coming back.
They'll know I'm
scared.
pretending.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. What's been going on? Oh, by the way, one more thing on Gateway. I ordered a new car.
Yay!
And it was easy as 1, 2, 3. Literally, it was like, what color do you want? What interior? Do you want 4-wheel drive? No. Do you want a moonroof? Nope, don't need it. And then it'll be here in like 3 or 4 months.
Cool.
But I told you I was looking at a used one because I have a certified used Gateway car right now. It's been great. But this is my first time getting a brand new car in like a really long time, and I'm kind of excited about it.
I bet.
I told you
had one.
I told you my side view mirror is being held on with a zip tie right now because Henry took a baseball bat to it. Mm-hmm. It's awesome.
You did.
And do you know how crazy that's driving my OCD?
I bet.
It's
I'm
up
surprised
there.
you're driving the car still.
But I really don't have a choice.
I know. I'm surprised you didn't figure something out.
I almost got hit today.
Well, you did buy a new car, so.
Right. But I almost got hit by a car today, and I was thinking, I mean, I could take this on and then we could just accelerate this whole process. Then I was like, probably not a good idea because it's probably going to T-bone me and I'll end up in the hospital. So not a good idea.
Oh, yeah, don't do that.
But these are the things that go through my head. Like, do you talk to yourself in your head? Like my mind is never quite, this is why I have early bird CBD. My mind does not ever stop. It's never quiet in my mind. It's hard. Is it quiet in your mind?
I don't talk to myself. Like, do you hear your voice talking?
Yeah. I mean, but I'm not like talking to myself, but it's just like thoughts running through my head.
I have that.
Not like, hey, Emily, this is what we need to do today.
Is it in a voice or is it just thoughts? Because I've talked to some people that have like a voice in their head.
I don't think mine is a voice.
That they talk back, like they get in arguments with.
No.
It's not quite like that.
No. It's just, there's never just
quiet.
Yeah. And then I take that back unless I'm like, I'm done for the day and I'm having a glass of wine.
Yeah. Mine's not, I definitely have points in the day where I'm not doing that. But like when you're trying to sleep and stuff, that's when I'll start thinking about things.
Yes. And the wheels start turning.
Yeah. And now with the early alarm, like last night, it was one of those like wake up at 3. One of the kids woke up at 3 and then you just can't go back to sleep because you start thinking about everything.
Yes.
That's when I need early bird CBD.
Yes. Pop it. But you got to make sure you don't take them too close.
Right.
To
I can't take
time.
it at 3 a.m. That morning show with my bill.
It feels so good today.
Yeah.
Feels amazing.
Although, I mean, I'm the only one on that show that isn't popping pills.
I mean, it might just flow
right
in.
I know. I'm like, okay.
It might be the rising tide that lifts everybody's dinghy.
That's not it.
Could be.
That's not how it went.
Not it?
The rising tide lifts all boats.
That's right. Boats. Yeah, not dinghies.
We have a dinghy-free show today.
Dinghy-free show. Okay. We've got some things to talk about that we have to fill each other in on because we haven't talked about them in our a million conversations in between our last show and this show. So you talent show teaching.
Oh my gosh.
Do tell.
I've never been more stressed out than I was yesterday trying to teach about 36 first grade boys a dance.
Okay. So many questions. What is the dance for?
So the elementary school has a talent show.
Okay.
And this is our first time doing it because the kindergartners don't do it in Riders in first grade.
Okay.
And I'd heard a lot about it over the years. And so I was pretty excited that he gets to do it. And one of my friends is like heading up the first grade boys routine. And so I told her I would help because I love singing and dancing and
right up your alley.
Yeah. And we do like so much dumb stuff on the radio that's just using those like creative juices and it's fun for me. A lot of the things like the PTA, we've talked about like the PTA things and volunteering your time and all the millions of different things that you can do as a mom to volunteer. And I haven't really done too much of it because I don't have time and I don't feel like pulled to it, you know?
Yeah.
But like this was like, oh yeah, this sounds fun. So I'm on like the 5 mom committee or whatever, where we planned the whole one awesome mom. She was an OU cheerleader. So she's like,
okay.
Yeah, she's got it all down.
Okay.
Of how to do a dance and plan a dance and teach a dance. So anyway, I'm helping her and there's a few other moms. And yesterday was our 3rd practice and it's in the gym at the elementary school is where we practice. And the first 2 went like, okay. I mean, it was definitely kind of crazy, but I felt like we had we did have, the mom that has a megaphone was missing yesterday. Ooh. And I think we were missing the megaphone.
Yeah.
And they didn't have recess because of the weather.
Oh.
So they all go, like they went home for a snack and it starts at 4:00. So it's right after school. And then they all hit the gym together and just went insane.
Yeah.
All of them, like scaling the walls, like hiding, like knocking things over, like hitting each other, wrestling,
they're
tackling.
Crazy.
And I'm like, and all of us moms were just like, oh my gosh, what do we even do? Like we're at a loss. Like, and we finally, we got them sort of settled down once they split into their groups. My group is the Cha-Cha Slide. So I was calling them the Cha-Cha Boys, my Cha-Cha Boys. And my partner wasn't there and she's the one with the megaphone. So it was just me like trying to harness, about 12 of them.
And it's not like you can yell at your kid.
Right.
I mean, we don't endorse it, but it happens.
Yes.
But you can't like lose your shit on other people's kids.
Yes.
In a school gymnasium.
You can't.
Yeah.
And it was just totally insane. And it just made me think like, oh my gosh, how do teachers do it?
Oh my gosh.
And I'm so thankful for them.
Amen. Amen and amen and amen again. Zero chance.
And then we went for like a family activity and dinner last night because we had Kelly's home this week, but he has a Monday, Wednesday, Friday game. So we have Tuesday night, Thursday night available to us to hang out with him.
Okay.
And so last night we went to this like play place and then went to dinner. And then I got home and looked at his folder that had a really bad note in it from the school day.
Oh no.
So it's like I hadn't seen it or else I wouldn't have taken him to the play place. But it wasn't terrible. It was just the same stuff I was seeing from all these boys, but it was like, can't
bouncing
sit
off
still.
the wall.
Yeah, like he rolls around on the ground instead of sitting there properly listening to the teacher and doesn't keep his hands to himself and isn't listening. It's always the same things with him, which is why we have he's going to play therapy and we're like working with people to figure it all out, whether or not it's ADD or whatever. And just he's also a 7-year-old boy. Anyway, after seeing that note, I was like, oh my gosh, like if there's 1 or 2 or 3 boys in a class that are acting that way, there is no. I just feel so bad. And then to see that it was my son yesterday, after having my little experience trying to teach these kids. I mean,
and you're just trying to teach him the cha-cha.
I'm just trying to teach him the cha-cha slide.
Cha-cha slide.
And the Gangnam Style.
Oh.
And there's a Macarena involved in one group, the cha-cha slide in one group.
This is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's
Are we going to be able to
really
see video
fun.
of this? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
When
share
does
it.
the performance?
It is February 10th, the day that we haven't thing, but it's like that night at 6.
Okay.
So it's coming up pretty soon. But yeah, it's a lot of
Did you ever do
moving
talent
parts.
Did you ever do talent show?
I did.
What did you do?
We did like in middle school. I don't remember in elementary school.
We did ours in middle school too.
Yeah. Like we did do a performance in elementary school. I remember I was Snow White and I sang a song. But I
bet you were good.
In middle school, I thought I was, but I don't think I was.
I know. I sang Stand By Me.
Like solo?
When the night has come. Like, and I was just swaying back and forth and I was so nervous.
Was it a solo?
fucking yes. And I'm a terrible singer. I am not a good singer.
Yeah.
I wanted so bad to be a good singer. Remember I told you this when I would sing in the bathrooms, hoping that I would get discovered.
Well, if you sang a solo, you were probably decent. Like you had to be chosen.
No, I think I was like, they
volunteered.
felt sorry for me. I don't know, but it was not good. I remember what I was wearing. I was wearing an acid washed skirt, like full skirt.
Oh my gosh.
Denim. It was pretty amazing.
I wore a blue and white, like really dainty Little House on the Prairie looking dress. And I was Snow White. I sing to the birds. I sing to the trees. I sing to the butterflies that float along the breeze.
See, you have a good voice.
All who hear. Blah, 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 blah.
You have a good voice. I don't.
It's decent.
I always say I couldn't carry a tune if somebody strapped it on my back. Like, it's just not happening for me.
I like when you sing.
And I want so bad to be a good singer.
I know. That would be nice.
Yeah. That would be nice.
But yeah, it'll be in a couple weeks, and I'll share the video with everybody.
Please do.
But it's an adventure.
Godspeed to all the teachers out there. We
Yes.
love you, and we're grateful for you. Trust us.
We
Trust
are.
us. Okay, anything
What's
else?
going on in your world?
Just gearing up for my MLB Girls Weekend.
So tell us about it.
So it's our Consistent Cray retreat. So our text string is called
the t-shirts.
Consistent Cray. So we've had this text string for like, 4 years, probably 4 or 5 years, for a long time. And we had different names for the text string. And then during COVID, remember when I went on my huge rant about everybody's crazy, everybody's cray, but I just need everybody let's be consistent with the cray. We made the t-shirts, all that kind of stuff, raised money for the Do It for Dirt Foundation. Well, then from one of the girls I can't remember who it was on the string was like, oh my gosh, this is a new name for our string. Cause we're on that text string. It's me and a handful of my counterparts from across baseball. And, we basically just sound off, share ideas, support each other, bitch about things, like all the things. And it's been such a source of like comfort and, I just love it. I love these girls. I didn't know I knew like one, and then two. I knew Julia, but anyway, she Alana Rizzo, who works for MLB Network now, she kind of brought us all together on this text string, and it just kind of like took on a life of its own. And so for the first time, we're having our, we're calling it our Consistent Cray retreat, and it's going to be at my house, and everyone gets to come except for Jenny Kavnar, who works for the Rockies, and she has work obligations, so she can't come. She does a lot of stuff in the off season. She's a super, super badass, but Jenny won't get to make it. But the other 6 of us will be together, and we'll be in Fort Worth. And I'm super excited. I've got like goodie bags for the girls. I got them like monogram pajamas, and I'm giving them mom game glasses.
Monogram pajamas? I want to come to one of your retreats.
Anyway. And then I got them sleep masks because they'll have to sleep in the bunk room.
Yeah.
And you've been in the bunk room. It's a lot of light, and there's no window treatment. So it's going to be bright. So I got them eye masks and then some just little stuff.
That's so cute.
So I'm super, super excited. It's the first time I think we're going to miss Jenny, but it's the first time we've kind of all been together since this, really cool friendship has evolved.
So the communication's leaving the phone. It's going to be real life.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
Yeah, absolutely. And we all kind of, when we're in each other's cities, we see each other, but we're never all together. We've had like one group dinner and then like one person will be missing, like in spring training. But like, because in spring training, Julia's in Florida and then we're all in Arizona. And so we'll never get to all be together. So it would be perfect if Jenny got to be here, but she can't. So it's Alana Rizzo, who works for MLB Network, used to be with the Dodgers, Julia Morales of the Astros, Sophia Miniart of the Brewers, Joey D. Jackson of the Diamondbacks, and Amy Gutierrez of the Giants.
Awesome.
And so it'll be the six of us. And
That's
I've
gonna be so fun.
I've got dinner catered on Friday with a server, and
Nice.
And then Saturday we're going to Mule Alley in Fort Worth, super fun area.
Yeah.
So
is the
I'm
family going to
excited.
be at the house?
The family will be there. Yeah.
Okay.
I've got activities for them on Friday night. So when we have our dinner at the house, that they'll be out of the house.
out and
But
about.
yeah, I'm excited.
That's awesome.
I'm excited. Yeah. It'll be super fun.
And I might see you.
Yes. Cause you're going to be in Mule Alley on Saturday.
Kelly and I are having our staycation Saturday night in Fort Worth.
And where are y'all staying?
We got a hotel at, I forget the name of it.
Okay.
But it's some like newish.
Is it like that Hyatt place? It's right by Billy Bob's.
I think it's like a Marriott, but it's like a fancier one or whatever. We got it through the stars. We got a good discount.
Oh, nice. Good.
Yeah, I forget the name of it.
So fun.
Yeah.
I'm
and
excited for you.
We're going
You
to
need
pop
that.
into to Pat Green at Billy Bob's.
So cool.
And we made a reservation at Riata.
Okay. Fun. Riata's great.
Yes. We haven't been in a long time, but Kelly and I both really love it.
Yeah.
So,
Y'all are going to have a blast.
yeah.
I'm excited for you.
I do want to crash y'all's party for at least 5 minutes. And
Yeah, absolutely.
take a shot.
Absolutely. Oh, shots. Hey now.
Hey, this is my big staycation.
This is one night or two?
one.
One. Okay. But like, what time are you going over? On Friday?
We're
going
over
over on Saturday.
On Saturday. We haven't really figured out. I'm guessing like probably to check in at the hotel at 3 kind of deal.
Yeah.
And then, we'll stay over and lounge and stuff the next day a little bit.
Fun.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
You need it.
Well, and your trip will be really fun too. Your girls' trip.
You deserve it. Yeah. The trip in my house.
Yes.
Yeah.
The trip
it'll
in
be
your
good.
house that you're hosting.
I know. Can you imagine? I've been so neurotic about cleaning this week.
Really? It's going to be fine.
So yesterday it was raining really hard and I thought, this is the perfect opportunity to sweep the back porch. Because it's wet and then I can just sweep everything off. And get everything that's like dug down deep in there. And I did it and it was amazing.
Sweeping your back porch.
In the rain.
Was amazing. In the rain.
Yeah. Because it gets it wet. And so then instead of having, because I was going to pressure wash it, but then I could avoid the pressure washer by it's pouring down rain and then I just sweep it while it's pouring down
What'd
rain.
you wear?
Workout
Raincoat?
clothes? No.
Oh, you're just getting soaked.
I was committed.
Okay. I would have loved to see a video of that.
I have a picture. I sent a picture to Mike of what I look like afterward.
Send it.
A drowned rat.
I want to see it.
Have you ever seen a picture of a drowned rat?
No, actually.
Okay, well.
I tried to
Speaking
avoid
of rats,
pictures of
we've got
rats
to talk about
at all
Hattie's
costs.
food chain project
Yes.
later on.
Yes.
Okay, we'll talk about that later on.
It was funny.
It was funny. There's lots of funny things in this world, right? Maybe
Yeah, there are lots of funny things.
there are
in this
lots
world.
of funny things. Okay, so you want to get into sports courts, or you want to talk about my insurance, or
Yeah.
because I got to drop that on you last night, and then you put it in the rundown. I didn't know if you wanted to.
I want to know a little bit.
You
I
look-
mean, don't give me tired head, but
so I had a friend approach. Okay, so I've always
you're
said
adding another job.
I am.
What's wrong
Eventually.
with you?
So okay, but remember, it's
And us.
I will tell people this till the
Me
day
too.
I die. You cannot put all your eggs in one basket.
I know.
You cannot. I cannot. You can't put your. You cannot put all your eggs in one basket. One financial basket, right? In my opinion, there's too much shit that can go wrong in one of those things, and then you're left holding a bag full of nothing because you haven't diversified yourself.
Right.
And so with me, I've done it with Scout and Cellar. I've done it with a million different other things along the way. Some of them have worked, some of them have not. But I was approached by a very close friend of ours who I trust implicitly, and he kind of outlined some things for me, and I could see you totally excelling in this role, and this is what it would require of you, and let me know what you think. And so I am getting certified or licensed to be an insurance agent, because
That sounds like a big thing.
it's well, I mean, we'll see. there's 13 chapters I'm studying and I'm through 11 of them. So I've got 2 more to go. And but then you have to pass the test because let me be really honest with you. I'm not acing these quizzes at the end of each chapter, but I'm getting there. And so anyway, I'm going to get licensed to be an insurance agent and do some very, very like specialized things. I'm not going to be like, hey, can I, anyway.
Do you want to sponsor the mom game?
I might eventually.
Okay.
So anyway, I'm excited about it. Now that I've gotten the ball rolling. And so kind of once the ball gets rolling, it kind of goes in its own direction.
Right.
And so that's where I am and I'm excited. And it's just another option I have that when my time is done with my traditional job, which is with the Rangers, that I have other avenues. I have the wine business. I have the mom game. I have other means of making
That's awesome. Good for you.
Financial impact on my family. And that's something that I want to continue to do even when I leave television. So
I love it. So Emily's becoming
holler
an
at
insurance
your girl
agent.
for all your insurance needs.
We got a holler.
You need wine. You need a podcast. You need some insurance. I got you.
Or some Rangers notes.
Or some Rangers notes. So yeah, I'm just trying to, I know. I mean, I always say I'm an old dog and I can't learn new tricks, but I'm going to try to learn this new little trick.
That's awesome.
See how it goes.
That's awesome.
So,
good for you.
Yeah, I'll keep you posted.
People see a lot of things in you where they're like, hey, will you help me do this? Or do you want to do that? Which is awesome. That should feel good.
That's sweet of you. Thank you, Jules.
You are welcome. A little bit of sports squirt scene here.
Yes, brought to us by our friends at Early Bird CBD. It's like we were talking about earlier. This is what I rely on to turn my mind off. It's what I rely on to chill me the F out. Help me sleep, just calm me, relax me. It's got a hint of THC, not too much where it makes you, crazy, just enough to bring you down a notch. It's really has been a game changer for me. And I've, referred them to a lot of different people who have seen great results, with their kind of anxiousness and lack of sleep and all that kind of stuff. It just is really a nice little calm moment.
Just get you in that mode.
Yeah. And
a
so,
long day.
yeah, we're super, super grateful to Eric and our friends at Early Bird CBD, not only for supporting the mom game, but also, they send us our products and allow us to use them. And really what I love about Eric is he's like, here's the facts about Early Bird. But just tell us about what you're doing. And so,
and love it.
Yeah, that's when, and I'll snap a picture and post it on our Instagram page of like, this is the time. This is when I'm using it. If you're a Cowboys fan, you're going to need to pop a couple early birds today.
Right.
Or
yeah.
whatever. So anyway, we're grateful to them. I love the fact that Eric just lets us kind of, control our messaging, and he wants it to be authentic and he wants it to be real. And it absolutely is. So shout out to Early Bird CBD. Use the code. Actually, not even a code. Just go to the website, the landing page, earlybirdcbd.com/TMG. Automatically get you 20% off your first order. They're a game changer.
Get you some earlybirdcbd.com/TMG, and you should put some little samples in your goodie bags for your girls.
Oh,
I might have some.
Okay. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Because
Wouldn't that be good?
Eric sent me 2 bottles before Christmas, and I'm already almost
You're for reals.
out. Well, but I do 2 at a time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's aggressive.
It is aggressive. I'm aggressive. I am aggressive.
Whatever works.
Whatever works. Okay. But I wake up feeling like $1 million effing dollars.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I popped 2 last night. I was up at 5 this morning on the Peloton, which we definitely need to talk about the Peloton.
You were on the Peloton at 5?
5:30. 5:30. Yes. So I knew I couldn't run, so I got on the Peloton.
Okay.
So do you want to talk about the Peloton now, or you want to wait?
Let's talk about the Peloton.
Okay, let's talk about
It'll
the Peloton.
start our sports courts because it's a sport.
It's very sporty. Okay, so I'm very new. Like I'm like 5 rides in. I'm not in it. I've never done a live class. They're always like the recorded ones. I do get kind of geeked out at like the shout outs and the name. I mean, like people are like, "What's your name? I want to follow you on Peloton." And I'm like, Emily Jones McCoy. Like I need to think of a cool name. I'm not in the live classes. But I love it. Like, and I didn't know that I would, because I was like, am I really going to get like a good workout? And then 10 minutes in, I'm sweating my nuts off and I'm breathing so hard and just, which I love. I'm like, every day I want to sweat and breathe hard every day, sweat and breathe hard. And that gets it. And, when it's 35 and, windy, I'm not looking to run. I love running, but
some really bad weather this week.
Out. So, but here are some things about the Peloton. So do they have middle-aged, slightly out of shape instructors, or is everyone effing hot as balls and young as shit?
Who are we talking about?
Well, Robin Love was one that I took from today.
Allie Love.
Allie Love?
Robin Arzon.
No, not Arzon. It's the other one.
Allie Love.
She's like,
She's so hot.
She's smoking hot.
Yeah.
And she just like, and then, and not only is she hot and super in shape, but then she's like, while I'm like, struggling to like, keep the bike moving, she's like jamming and dancing and doing some moves, and she's so rhythmic. And I'm like, so now I feel like unattractive, out of shape, and that I can't dance. Like, all things that
and they're like barely breathing hard.
All things that I came into this ride thinking I'm in pretty good shape. I'm not. I don't think that I'm a supermodel, but I'm like, I don't feel terrible about myself. And I feel like I'm kind of a good dancer. And then I'm like, I don't fucking have any of those things going for me when this chick is on the bike.
Yeah.
And so I kind of want someone a little more on my level.
Okay.
Like maybe thinks she can dance, but really can't.
Yeah. There's one named Callie.
One who's breathing really hard.
There's not going to be one like us because they wouldn't be an instructor if they were like us.
But can I implore the Peloton people? Like,
yeah,
give it. And then I look on the
get one on the show.
And then I look on that leaderboard thing, and I'm like, feel like I'm doing good. And then it's like, you're 476, and I'm like, well, motherfucker,
you can't look at that.
What?
Yeah, you can't look at that.
What is happening?
Yeah, Allie Love
she's adorable.
She's probably my like all-time favorite.
She's adorable.
She's super cute. And fun fact about her, she's the Jumbotron host for the Brooklyn Nets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
she's adorable.
She's adorable.
Okay. Wait, right fast though.
Yeah.
Here's something else I saw just in my workout this morning. So is she by chance dating Allen Iverson?
No, she just got married like within the last year.
So this is me like sportsing so hard. So she's doing this thing, like doing her thing, and she's talking about practice, and she looks in the camera and she's like, we're talking about practice today.
She gets it.
And then I was like, and she was like, if you know, you know. And I'm like, oh, is that a shout out to Allen Iverson?
I think it was just a shout out to the Allen Iverson line, and she's saying, if you know, you know.
Right?
Yeah, but I don't think that means she's married to him.
I don't think but then I'm like, maybe that was a secret shout out to Allen Iverson.
Yeah.
Like she was looking into the camera like, hey, Allen, which is clearly not true. But then I'm like, this chick isn't old enough to fucking even know Allen Iverson. Right? Like,
oh, yeah. Everyone knows that. You're talking about practice. I mean, she works in sports. She's pretty sporty.
And, okay, Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
Okay, this all makes sense.
Yeah, it all makes sense.
Now, okay, sorry, Allie. I realize you're not dating or trying to get Allen Iverson.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. I hope no one thought I was serious.
I like Allie. Hannah. Hannah's great. Hannah Corbin.
I took her the other day. She's British or England?
No,
London.
She's not England.
Somebody was London. And
Leanne.
I don't know.
Leanne they're from London. And Leanne and Ben are met through Peloton, and they're engaged now. And Ben's super cute.
I think I've done one from Ben.
Yeah,
but I'm leaning more toward the men because I'm like, at least you
don't just constantly compare yourself.
Correct.
Cody, have you taken from Cody yet?
No.
Cody's really funny, and he like got famous from this, and he was on Dancing with the Stars and stuff.
Okay.
Like, he's gay, he's funny, and he'll make you laugh the whole time.
Okay, Cody, that's my
Cody
guy.
Rigsby.
I've heard of him.
Yeah,
he's that's what I need. But I will base it a lot.
Alex is a good one. You would like Alex. He's the one that has a lot of athletes, like famous athletes, take his rides, and he can work with like the football guys and all that. But he's also really good for.
I
women.
find myself choosing my classes based on the music.
Yeah.
Like I took the 2010 hip or rap was today. And I was like, I'm in this. And that was I did an 80s yesterday. And I liked the 80s. Like, so anyway.
I love the theme rides. My favorite is This Is the Greatest Show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. That theme ride. I might have to do that one today.
Okay.
I love the good theme rides.
I need to write all these down. Okay. Yeah. Well, I just wanted to get into Peloton talk.
No, it's fun. And I find myself because one of my toxic traits, if you will, I think that's what the kids say these days. Ooh. Your toxic trait is like procrastinating. and I will find a way to procrastinate and wait till the last second in like everything that I do. And so I'll hop on the bike and then I'll spend like 10 minutes trying to pick out the perfect class just because I'm like not quite there yet mentally. So I'm like, okay, no, I think I can. Let's do 20 minutes. No, maybe I can do 30 minutes. And that's the other thing. It's hard to put it on you, like how long.
Yeah.
If
I've
go
just done 30 so far.
Yeah. If I go into a studio, it's 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And maybe an hour even, and you can't leave. But on the Peloton, I'm like 20 minutes and I'm just going to pretend like this is a full workout, you know?
Right.
So that's one of the negatives about it, but I do love it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do one today.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I feel like I had something to ask you. Oh, wait, we're supposed to get sportsy.
Yes.
Can we not spend a lot of time on the Cowboys? Like, I'm just...
Oh, okay.
Well, just it's exhausting.
Yeah, no,
I feel like everyone's Cowboy talked out.
Put it on 97.1 The Freak. Because if you're tired of Cowboys talk being beat down with it, I do love that about our station is we talked about it Monday like in depth. And we'll have, because Jeff's on our show, we'll have a little bit, you know, probably throughout each week. And he's going to start doing some draft stuff too, but only a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
I mean, there's just so many ways you can dissect like what went wrong and Dak, I see the problem. Is Zeke going to be back? And Jerry Jones, the owner, should fire Jerry Jones, the GM. Like, it's all
it's
the
such
same
a beat
thing
down
over and over again.
And it stinks that we have to have or hear or that it's all kind of putting the focus on Dak for the offseason.
I know.
Because if it wasn't this, it was something else. Like it was the contract and get a new deal. Remember how beat down we were just talking about that? Like Dak's contract. That was even worse. Because I'm like, I don't give a shit how much money these people make. It's so out of the realm of anything I can comprehend.
Any reality,
But I mean, he was the problem. Yeah, in my opinion, in that game.
Yes,
you can't have those interceptions
and the offensive play calling probably.
Yeah,
I mean, I just think it just at a certain point in time, I feel like you just need a new voice. You need a new voice. You need a different voice. You need a fresh set of eyes to look at things.
Kellen Moore or Mike McCarthy.
All that kind of stuff. I think you could survive with a new offensive coordinator. I think Mike McCarthy's a good coach. Mm-hmm. And I think Kellen Moore's a good offensive coordinator. I just think that maybe he needs a new set of tools and the tools in Dallas need a new tool master or mechanic,
like maybe
or whatever.
He's kind of plateaued, like he impressed everybody at first and then it's like, okay, this is all I got and it's not working. What about
our boy Kliff, which we're going to talk about later on the TMG news desk? What if Kliff Kingsbury
could be the offensive coordinator? From the looks of it, I think he doesn't want to go anywhere. He's in Thailand living it up with a hot sexy lady.
We'll talk about that in a little bit.
But you know, that'd be cool. Like people here would be very excited about it and he'd probably be excited.
Yeah, I haven't.
Outside of the whole Thailand thing.
Yeah.
But if he was going to work for any NFL team, like...
I mean, but people, when TCU, when their offensive coordinator got poached by Clemson, people are like, Kliff Kingsbury to TCU. I'm like, there is zero, like a less than zero effing chance. Kliff Kingsbury is coming back to... He now that he's got his foot in the door in the NFL, well, first of all, now that he's got the fuck ton of money, he doesn't really need to work. And second of all, he's not coming back to college. He hated recruiting. Like that's not his jam. That is just not his jam. And the glad handing and all that kind of stuff. So maybe so he went straight from college football head coach that was not highly successful record wise to being an NFL head coach. He's not going to go back to being a college offensive coordinator unless things change, unless things have changed dramatically in the time that I've known him, but whatever. I think offensive coordinator might be perfect for him because he's a very good, I don't want to say brilliant, but he's a very good offensive mind. And then you don't have to deal with the day-to-day of being the head coach. The spotlight kind of comes off you, which I know some people, I find it hard to believe. He's not really into that. He doesn't seek it a ton. So I think that might be a perfect fit.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We'll see.
I think there will be some changes made in the Cowboys coaching staff. If nothing else, it seems like Dan Quinn might get hired somewhere else to be a head coach. Yeah. So that'll be changing. But moral of that story, in case you didn't know, Cowboy season's over.
It is.
So another off season is upon us for the Cowboys.
The Mavs are schizophrenic. They do so good, and then they do. I watched some of it. Yeah.
It was just a really bad loss. I mean, they have a lot of those really bad losses where they're right in it, and then the last second something happens. In this case, it was like Luka not being able to get the ball out to
and not making free throws
because just not making free throws. I don't know. I feel like I don't have high hopes for them. Let's hope they make the playoffs, and who knows, trade deadline approaching, I think like February 5th. And there's talk that they might make some sort of move, but I don't know if it's going to be a big enough move to vault them to the next tier of NBA teams.
Yeah. And they still, I mean, I know it's like we've beaten it into the ground with a mural and everything, but Luka does need help. Yes. I mean, and listen, they're injured. That's part of it too. Right fast. Stars. How many? Stars.
What do we got? What are we talking about?
Stop.
What kind of question are we ready for it?
Oh my gosh. Do the Stars lose a lot of overtime games, or is that normal? 'Cause it's 8, right?
It feels like they've lost just more lately.
Yeah.
But they started the season winning a lot, I believe.
Of them? Okay.
Yeah.
Can you break down the overtime record for me for the Dallas Stars at some point in time? Maybe not today.
Yeah, maybe not today.
Might take some work.
Yeah. I think they have, 8. Well,
They have 8 losses.
yeah. That is kind of a lot.
Yeah.
It's weird. They're very like.
But at least they get 1 point.
Right. They do get a point.
So what's happening?
Last year they won a lot in overtime. The year before that they lost a lot in overtime. I don't know what's happening. John Klingberg was really good in overtime, and he's gone. It's just, it's 3-on-3, so it just gets a little crazy. It's pretty unpredictable. But outside of that, they are still first in the Western Conference, I believe. Yes, they're first in the Western Conference still. 64 points right now. Right behind them is Winnipeg with 63. Then we have Vegas with 61. But their winning percentage is .653. They're doing really well. They've played 49 games, so we're getting there.
Ooh, you're almost at 50.
Almost at 50. Tonight will be 50.
Tonight will be 50.
Jason Robertson made the All-Star team. He's on pace. Like, the question now is, can Jason Robertson hit 50 goals in a season? I think he's at 39.
Oh, for sure he can.
I think he can, and that would break the Stars' single-season record of 50, which was Mike Modano.
Okay.
So that's a huge thing to keep an eye on.
Yeah, no kidding.
And he's just awesome.
Okay, who looks younger, Jason Robertson or Brock Purdy?
Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy looks 12.
He looks like a baby.
It's unbelievable.
It's crazy.
I've never felt older in my life than seeing Brock Purdy.
I thought Joe Burrow looked young.
Oh, no.
And he looks like a young
Well, because
Joe
Burrow's got that kind of
swagger.
Yeah. And so he presents as older.
Yes.
Brock Purdy literally looks like he's got peach fuzz.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he is
And I think that
so young.
Not to morph back into it, but football talk, but Brock Purdy is the quarterback for
The 49ers.
San Francisco, the 49ers, the team that just beat the Cowboys. Brock Purdy, one could argue, outplayed Dak Prescott in that game.
I don't think anyone would argue that.
Yeah.
He threw 0 interceptions. Dak threw 2.
People would, but yeah, you're right.
He didn't, did he? He didn't throw any. They didn't have any
No,
takeaways.
Brock Purdy had 0 interceptions.
He outplayed him.
And I liked he was so young. It's almost like he's unfazed by anything in that.
He doesn't know any better.
He doesn't know any better. So like you would see him even after a bad play or whatever, a bad throw, and he's just kind of like, all right, okay. But he looked like just so calm. It was almost creeping me out. But it was awesome. That's what you need to like compete
and
at that high level.
that team is so stacked. That San Francisco team. But I will say when I saw a picture of like him and his girlfriend or wife or whatever after the game, and I was like, he looks so young, and this kid, I mean, I felt really, really old.
I think she's like a volleyball player or something. They met at Iowa State. Yeah, she's an athlete. But yeah, so the Dallas Stars are doing really well. They have 2 more games this week. We're shooting today on Wednesday. The show will be out tomorrow. There will be 1 more game, and then we have the All-Star break. Which is going to be wonderful for me and our family. Wonderful. But it's cool, too, because Jason Robertson will be in the All-Star game, and Pete DeBoer, the head coach, is going to coach the Central Division at the All-Star game. And we really want the Central Division to win.
Okay, wait, what's happening? The division? Are they?
So they have like a 3-on-3 tournament.
Oh.
And the divisions all compete against each other.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Just to like create a little bit more competition and make it a little bit more exciting.
That's fun.
And so,
okay.
really want the Central Division to
Go Central Division.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes. We do.
Okay, let's do some TMG News Desk. We alluded to a little bit earlier. We're going to talk some Kingsbury, and you sent me an article that I didn't read, but I'm going to let you tell me about it, about family meals. But first, we need to talk about our friends at Baylor Scott and White because they have a big event coming up on February 2nd. We are a part of it, and we're getting you ready for it. And we actually need your help with this because we want to get your questions for the professionals, not us, to answer. Julie.
So the event is coming up on Thursday, February 2nd at 6:00. It's a virtual event that you can take part in from the comfort of your home. It's with Baylor Scott and White Heart and Vascular Hospital's annual Women in Heart Health. So I don't know. I just keep hearing a lot more about like heart attacks in women in their 40s and 50s and 60s. And it seems like, it's something that we need to be paying maybe more attention to than we have been or than you realize. Women's heart health needs can be unique. At this virtual event, you're going to be able to learn from a panel of women physicians who will discuss a variety of health topics that impact your heart and the heart of your loved ones. It'll be a moderated, fast-paced 90 minutes with opportunities to interact with the panel of specialists. So you can do it from the comfort of your home. You can sit on your couch, you can put on your sweats, and you can take some time to chat with these professionals. What we need from you, not only to register for that event, bswhealth.com. The link is on our link tree as well. So go register for that event. I need to put it on my calendar. I'm going to try to do it because I'm like, what do you have to lose if you're sitting there at home and you can listen to all of this and say, eat this, don't eat that, be careful about this. Because I don't know about y'all, but like I want to try to live for a long time.
I think I'd rather live than die. But
I want to do things. I'm trying to work. That's one of my New Year's resolutions. It's like healthier, eat healthier. How do we, whatever, make the most of our lives. But we're going to, ahead of that, have a special Mom Game social media event with one of these doctors. And so what we want from you on our social media, go find us on social media right now if you're listening and solicit or ask a question that we can ask the doctors on your behalf.
So is there something you've wanted to know? Is there a question that you've been wanting to ask a medical professional, but you don't want to set up an appointment or whatever, that just something that you've always wondered about or something that's on your mind?
How much steak can I have? Or
right.
like red meat or wine. What wine is better to drink?
Yes,
anything
all those
like
kind of things. And so this is kind of like a little preview event that we're going to give you a glimpse into what that panel is going to be like. But it's really a chance for you to ask anything you want to these medical professionals, to these doctors. And we're going to have, like I said, one of them join us on an Instagram Live on the 31st of January, which is coming up next week. So send us your questions. We're going to put some things out there on social media, on Twitter and Instagram to get those down and ask you guys for your participation. But if you want to, in the meantime, before we've posted a specific thing or whatever, just hit us up. Tell us what questions you have about the heart and women and how that works, and let the doctor answer that for you in our live event on January 31st. Not sure yet on the timing of it, but it will be the 31st of January.
So send us your questions. I'm so glad to be working with Baylor Scott and White again, because these are things where we help them get the word out, and our listeners benefit from hearing about all of this.
And you love them because they've been so good to you. It's on a personal
they helped
level.
me through my cancer journey.
Absolutely. So thank you to Baylor Scott and White, and keep your eyes out for a chance to ask those questions of the Baylor professionals, and then also to get registered for that event on February 2nd.
That's right.
Okay, so TMG News Desk, we talked about Kliff Kingsbury.
Yeah.
So the follow-up. So the day we shot the show, which I didn't know Kliff had gone to Thailand, and it was kind of a big thing that he got a one-way ticket, blah, blah, blah. So that night, Hattie, my 9-year-old daughter, asked me if I would go outside with her and throw the football. And I was in like I was so proud. Like I loved it. I love throwing the football. I've always loved throwing the football. And actually the guy who taught me to throw a football was Kliff Kingsbury.
Really?
So he taught me with the laces, and then you spin under. Like he's the one who taught me.
That's a good person
to throw a football. And so Hattie was like, wait, hold on. So she's like, she needs to get more ready. And so she goes and grabs, I have a Kliff autographed helmet in our exercise room. She goes and grabs that and then like my running gloves. And she comes out and she's like ready to go. So she looked adorable. I took a picture and sent it to Kliff. And I was like, thought you might appreciate the use of, your autographed helmet. And he was like, LOL, my kind of girl. And I was like, how's it going?
Yeah.
And he sends me this video. Like, just like looking at like his view of like, I don't know, whatever fucking ocean or sea is next to Thailand. Like this ridiculous like setup. And I mean, I didn't see any other people in the video, so I did not inquire about that. I wanted to give him his privacy, but he was like, currently doing okay. And I was like, yeah, it looks like everything's all right. And I'm like, found out today on my podcast that he got a one-way ticket to Thailand. And so anyway, I can confirm he is definitely in Thailand and doing just fine. But I do think he's a logical choice for the Rangers offensive coordinator.
Not Rangers. That'd be weird.
Oh, that would be weird. How about the Cowboys? But I'm going to ask him.
I'm looking at the different beaches in Thailand. I wonder which one.
What kind of ocean?
Well, that wasn't prepared for that.
What kind of ocean is it? Is it an ocean? Is it a sea? Is it the Sea of Cortez? What's the Sea of Cortez? Geography. Let's talk geography.
Yeah, let's not.
It's not. Sea of Cortez is like Mexico or something.
Sure.
Cabo or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Where is Thailand anyway? Asia?
Thailand is somewhere that I would love to go.
But where is it? What's it next to?
It's next to Vietnam, Cambodia.
So Asia.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like south of China, way south on the coast, the Gulf of Thailand.
Is that where the Maldives are?
I don't know.
So. I wonder if there's any more confused person about geography than me.
Me. I'm terrible at it. Gulf of Thailand is...
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Avi.
It's really far away.
Can you ask Google where the Maldives are?
This is so many questions.
I know, but I need to learn.
Where are I thought it was Maldives.
It's not the Maldives.
Oh, okay. Well then, the Indian Ocean, southwest of Sri Lanka and India is the Maldives.
Okay. How close is India to Thailand?
Jesus Christ, Emily. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm just wondering, like...
it's not too far. Thailand is like east of India.
Okay. Like it's like a quick Uber ride or...
No, like a flight.
Puddle jumper. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe Amtrak.
Yeah. It's southeast. Did you hear me saying never eat soggy worms? Never eat soggy worms. It's, southeast of India, just north of Vietnam. And even further south is Australia somehow.
So that's far.
It's really far.
I'll never go there.
You'll never go to Thailand?
No.
The thing is, it's like I could get on a flight and go somewhere that sounds awesome, but really have no idea like where I'm going.
Yeah.
And then you get off the flight.
I went to Costa Rica 2 weeks ago.
It was you that said that. You're like, I don't know where it is. I just got off the flight.
If you told me, find
Emily,
where you were 2 weeks ago, I have no idea where Costa Rica is. Zero clue.
Yeah.
None.
This is the stuff we're not supposed to say. We're not supposed to.
Is Costa Rica an island?
We're just there.
Is it an island?
No, I don't know.
Costa Rica's not an island?
I don't know. Jeez, you were just there.
I know it's south.
Uh-huh.
Is it like the Bahamas?
Costa Rica is not an island. Costa Rica is part of Central America. It's bordering Nicaragua on the north and Panama on the south.
Okay. I went through the Panama Canal. I totally forgot.
Despite what you may have heard, Costa Rica is not an island. So you've got that going for you.
Okay.
Some people have heard. It starts with some people have heard that it's an island.
Thank you.
It's on the Central American Isthmus.
Oh, the isthmus.
You run an isthmus.
Say it again.
Isthmus.
It sounds like you're saying Christmas, but you have a list.
It's an isthmus that connects North America and South America. Okay. That's a very important isthmus. If it connects the two Americas.
It does. It is. I concur.
But it is part of North America. Its cultural heritage is Latin America.
I thought I was in South America.
I don't freaking know. You're on an isthmus.
Okay. I can't wait to go back to the isthmus.
Yeah.
You say it so much better than I do.
I do. I destroy it.
Totally destroyed. Okay, hold on. We gotta move. We
don't have time for food.
We
talk.
don't have time for. Oh, we don't.
No.
Well, what is family meals? Is a New York Times article.
It was a New York Times article that you didn't read.
What? I didn't read it.
We'll talk about it later. I also, it's about having dinner as a family, and I wanted to talk to you about if you do it or not, and then we can talk about why it's important according to this article.
So listen, I cooked dinner the last 2 nights. I'm fucking spent. Like I'm over it. Mm-hmm. If I get asked tonight today after school, like what's for dinner, I'm probably gonna punch a kid. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna punch
Emily
a kid.
Jones.
I'm not gonna punch.
You cannot punch your children.
I will punch a husband. Like
you can punch a husband.
Yeah.
They can handle it.
I mean, like 2 nights cooking, it's in a row. Like, because I was supposed to go to Lubbock yesterday, but there was Snowmageddon there, so I didn't end up going. So it was like bonus time at home to cook. And so I did. But I just can't. I can't do it 3 nights in a row.
No, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
I currently have the ingredients.
And the cleaning up is just so much.
I will report back because there's three steps to cooking dinner for me, and I usually stall out either at step 1 or step 2, and step 3 never happens.
Okay.
Step 1 is figuring out what you want to cook. Step 2 is getting all of those ingredients. Step 3 is cooking them. So since we've had Shelly from ShellyCanHelp.com, the nutritionist on our show, she gave me a recipe book. Recipe book. Have you looked at it?
I need to.
I found a few recipes that I wanted to do. So that was step 1.
Okay.
Step 2, the other day, I was thinking about it as I was doing a Target order. That's step 2. You have to be thinking about it at the right time that you're grocery shopping.
So how readily available are these ingredients? Like most of them you have, or most of them you don't?
Most of them I had. There were a few I needed to
spices?
buy. A couple spices that I didn't have, like turmeric was one, which we're supposed to be having. That's good for you. And like chickpeas, I didn't have. A few little things like that. But I did. I found 2 recipes, and then I ordered the ingredients that I was missing. Okay. So here we are at step 2. Ready to rock.
Ready to rock.
Step 3
is to cook it.
Might come tonight.
Oh, good for you.
Last night I was going to do one of them, and then Kelly was like, hey, do you want to go out to dinner? I was like, yes.
Yes. Don't ask me twice.
So I stalled step 3 at least one day, but then you've got the battle of the meat that you have in the fridge, because you have to decide within yourself, are you going to cook this meat before it goes bad or not? And you screw yourself over if you put it in the fridge and then you don't cook it and then it goes bad.
Right. Because you're pulling it from the freezer.
Step 1 of figuring out what to cook and going to get.
So you're pulling it from the freezer.
Well, it's in the fridge right now. So the clock is ticking.
So you got to do it.
I got to do it.
Tonight's
do it tonight.
Tonight's the night.
It's a white chicken chili soup.
Okay.
Watch out, world.
What do you have to? I have ground turkey thought out. No, I'm cooking dinner tomorrow night too. Actually, Hattie's cooking dinner. She wants to cook for Alana's coming in early. She wants to cook for her.
That's
cute.
It.
I'm not cooking dinner tonight. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm not cooking dinner.
You cooked dinner the last 2 nights. I didn't. I went to Chili's
2 in a row
last night.
Oh,
it was awesome.
Was it?
I hadn't been to Chili's in so long.
Skillet queso.
I did.
You did.
Yeah.
Did you have that's out.
I had a margarita, some skillet queso, and some chips, and Kelly and I split the fajitas. So I just pretended like I was at a Tex-Mex place, and I was really at Chili's. But they have really great options for the kids. They do.
They do.
And a menu you can color on. And
yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
This is good.
10 out of 10. We'll go back.
10 out of 10. Okay, one more thing before we go for what's on your feed. And I posted this on Tuesday. So Hattie has a project that's the food supply chain.
Yes.
Supply chain issues.
You sound real tuned into her homework.
I think it's just the food chain. It's not a supply chain. I think it's just the food chain.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So
I don't think there's
like
a supply chain
the
involved.
sun and the grass, and then a rat and a snake, and then a hawk and a worm. That's the food chain we're going with. So I start Googling food chain stuff. And this image comes up. And did you see it? It looks like a bear with a big dong or something.
That's why you posted it on social media.
Because I'm 12.
I was like looking at the food chain, and
wait,
I was like, did you really? Because it looks like the animal has a big penis. Did
you not think that immediately? Look at the picture. Look at it again.
Not immediately.
It looks like it looks like a some kind of animal hunched over and his giant dong hanging out.
We'll have to like zoom in on it and
we're gonna
repost it.
But upon further review, if you zoom in, I was trying not to be a perv and zoom in. But when
let me guess, it's not a dong.
But when I did, turns out it's a
tail.
It's a tail, and it's a tiger.
Emily, you're a problem. You're a problem for teachers. They're just trying to do a nice food chain.
You're right.
Send home thing, and you're like,
So
looks like there's a penis on this thing.
So I was screenshotting it, and Hattie was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Nothing." "What are you posting?" "Nothing to see here."
So you had to tell her.
I didn't tell her.
Yeah, it is a little confusing though.
But it does look like a hunched over bear with a giant. It's so big. And it's protruding so much.
It is.
And
it is giant.
I mean, if you don't zoom in, you don't get it. You don't understand what's happening in the picture.
It's bad.
It's pretty. Thank you.
I wouldn't have thought about that though.
But you really wouldn't have?
No, I wouldn't have.
I mean, I feel like this confirms I have a trash mind. Like I not a trash mind, but like my immediate. I mean, I just go to dingies and I go to ding dongs. Like that's what I go to. Like it's so inherent for me. It's so natural.
Yeah.
To have the sense of humor of like.
It is.
But you know what? I don't.
You would do such a thing.
Oh, geez. So judgy.
On your kids' homework.
So judgy. But you know what I don't think is funny?
What?
Farts.
I don't either. A well-timed fart drop on the radio is good, but
okay, but like actual farts?
Oh.
I'm done.
It depends on who.
My kids.
Yeah, no.
So much farting.
No. Kids and husbands, no, it's not funny.
It's just so much farting.
No, yeah.
So I feel like I have the sense of humor of a 12-year-old boy, which is fine. But not when it comes to farts. So that's my MO, and I'm sticking to it. Can put it on my name tag.
Yeah.
And
that's the other thing I talked about at the beginning of the show, the talent show thing.
Yeah.
With the boys all misbehaving yesterday. They were all farting.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
it's so insane.
Not talking about it, laughing about it. We could all just smell it. So you're in this hot gym with boys, 36 first grade boys that are not listening to you. And then it starts to smell like farts. I was like, oh.
Well, and it doesn't help that I make like a giant pot of beans every Sunday to like eat throughout the week.
Really?
Yeah.
That's part of your
because
your meal planning.
Well, because I told you Mike bought a 50-pound bag of pinto beans.
Oh, you didn't tell me that. How could you not tell me that?
And a 50-pound bag of rice.
Why?
50.
Is he one of the people that thinks the world's going to end and you need to be prepared?
No, he just goes to Costco and he doesn't know how to fucking control himself. A 50-pound bag of pinto beans.
That's insane.
And a 50-pound bag of rice.
Oh my goodness.
50.
What are his plans with all of that?
Well, with the rice, he does hibachi on the grill outside, the Blackstone or whatever, which I get that. But the beans, I'm like, so I feel pressured to, and he'll even say,
incorporate beans into your.
He'll be like, well, I mean, what do we have this week? Maybe you want me to soak some beans? And I'm like, oh my God, the beans. But I will say, my pinto beans are effing phenomenal.
Really?
Yes.
I feel like they're just like,
and now I've embraced it.
They're pretty much nothing.
No, that's not true. Uh-oh. And now I've embraced it. And now you can do bean and cheese nachos. You can do bean and cheese burritos. You can do beans as a side. You can smash them up and make bean dip. There are a lot of options for beans.
Not a bean gal.
But okay, well, I'm going to make you some because I want you to try my beans because I really think they're good.
You're going to say you are, and then you're not. Are you going to bring me beans next week?
If I say I'm going to do something, Julie Dobbs, when is the last time I've said I was going to do something that I didn't do?
Well, that's a good question.
And now I'm going to do it just so I can shove it up your ass.
Then make your damn beans and bring them to this next show.
Play this clip, and I can show up with a big ass fucking Tupperware full of beans for you.
Okay. I can't wait for your beans.
It's a date.
Good luck with your beans.
Good luck with your beans. Okay, we got to go.
We do.
We need to get a guest. We got to get a guest on next week.
You think this isn't good?
I mean, I feel like talking about farts and beans and dinghies.
And how we have no idea where Thailand is and how you have no idea where Costa Rica is and you were just there.
And
this was very revealing.
And a bear with a boner. And
yeah, we're a mess. Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Find us a guest.
You want to come on the mom game? Holler at us.
Holler.
Okay, it's time to wrap it up. We got to go. And I'm sweating.
It's hot.
Sweating. Okay.
Okay. Let's say mom came out so people stop looking at you doing the chicken.
Okay. All right. Thanks, y'all. We love you all. Until next time, episode 151. Isn't that 151? Isn't that like a liquor that's like super strong?
Yeah.
151?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. We'll see you next week for the strong liquor show.
That's right. Ooh, we've never done a liquor show.
Maybe
we should do Herman Marshall whiskey.
Let's go. Shots next week.
Let's do it.
All right.
Done.
Beans and shots next week. Stay tuned.
That's a tease. And we've already eliminated the option of having a guest because who's going to want to come on? Beans. Welcome to our show. Here are some beans and a shot of whiskey.
Shots. Let's go. Beans and whiskey shots next week.
Let's do it.
We're making it happen.
Done.
All right. See you next time, guys, for beans and whiskey shots. In the meantime, Mom Game out.